if you're working a full-time job and still chasing a dream, then this walk is for you. Not because we're trying to quit our jobs and not because we feel that we're behind, but because doing both takes effort. And sometimes we just need to remember that we're doing nothing wrong by trying. So let's walkie and talkie. I want to say that I'm not a guru. I am not an expert motivator. I am just your regular dad, a guy, someone who is looking to pursue their dream while he's taking a 5-minute walk every day to get up and be active and get some movement. And so as I've been doing these walks and as this channel grows and changes, I've gone through many things, and one of the things I said in my earlier walks is this is unscripted and all of that, and my last couple of videos, to be brutally honest, were scripted. I was trying something and it didn't work. I didn't like it, and I didn't like how it felt, and because it wasn't me, it wasn't my voice, right? And so I feel that's where a lot of this joy I have in doing this walk comes from, because I get to be my honest self. But what I have done and what I'm going to try to do is add some structure and some uniformity to it, because as things grow and change, that's what happens, right? And one of the things I was doing in my earlier videos was a quote, and today's quote of the day, ta-da, is back. And it says, and now we welcome a new year full of things that have never been. And that's Rainer Maria Rilke. And when I think of that quote, where it puts me is to, just where I am today on, this journey, right? So this is the 64th episode that I'm making, and it's very different from where I started, and it's going to be very different, or I hope not very different, but it will be different from where I eventually get to. And that's exciting. And I think about where I was at the beginning of the year for my personal dreams regarding acting and my vision board and what I had put up there and what I've been able to accomplish, right? And just because we have full-time jobs, it doesn't mean that we're gonna just quit them tomorrow and chase this dream, right? Simon Squibb, another content creator, his thing was quit your job, go pursue your dream. And he even now is come back to say, don't quit your job, but still pursue your dream, make smart choices. And I think that's what I'm doing, and I think that's what most people are doing. We're working silently in the off hours when no one is watching, and it's that silent work, that evening grind that you don't see, that goes into a 5-minute video. And I know it seems simple and easy, and when I first started making my first couple of videos, that's how it was. It was just I get up and I go take a walk. But as I want to pursue this more, right, there's a lot more that goes into it. So we have to ask more of ourselves, and we start to learn and grow, and it's that part in the middle. And I think I've I've referenced this, and it's that middle quiet where you're just working and it feels like, you know, you're not progressing, but it's the learning phase, it's the growing phase, it's that part where no one sees what you're doing, but at the end of the day you'll eventually, ta-da, you see this magic thing happen and be like, oh, they got lucky. But because most of us don't see the hard work, don't see the dedication that you're putting in, you know, after hours. And this is going to be a little bit further of a walk today, because I really wanted to be able to just kind of speak to a couple things that I really haven't spoken to, and I guess kind of let out a little bit more truth about this process and where I am and what I'm doing. And if there was a day where you say, you know, I felt that the page turned, I got really excited about today's episode because of my content and what I was going to speak to. And so yeah, here we are. We're out, we're about, we're walking, we're doing it. 64 days, right? So if I can do it, you can do it. My job isn't to preach, it's not to motivate you. It really is to just share, you know, my journey and my experience, and hopefully just be someone that you can walk beside. And I do want to thank all the people that to this point have watched this journey and who have contributed and engaged with me, because it's really cool and it's really exciting. And especially, you know, when back to the quote, a year of things that have never been. And I'm excited for the new year. We're halfway through our December movement motivation challenge. And if you're still watching me at this point in the video, you rock. And because I know my videos aren't normally this long, but I just felt that today was a little different, and I had a little bit of different energy, and I just kind of wanted to talk about where I see this leading to and going. And yeah, so, you know, we don't need the whole path today, right? But we just need to take one step on a time, and until then we'll keep walking. So thanks for walking with me, and I'll see you on our walk tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you then.